happened one day, to December's end, two neighbors called on an old friend, and they found his shop, so meager and lean, made gay with 1,000 bows of green. And Conrad was sitting with face ashine, and he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine. And he said, "Oh, friends, at dawn today, while the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me, and said, 'I'm coming, your guest to be.' So I've been busy with feet astir, filling my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread, and the kettle is shined, and over the rafters the holly is twined. Now I'll wait for my Lord to appear and listen closely, so I may hear his steps as he nears my humble place. And I'll open the door and look on his face." So his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had yet known. For long since his family had all passed away, and Conrad had spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and best. So he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he rose with a start, and looked for the Lord to be at his door, like the vision he'd had just hours before. So he ran to the door after hearing a sound, but all he could find on the snow-covered ground was a shaggy beggar whose shoes were torn and all his clothes were ragged and worn. But Conrad was touched, and he went to the door and said, "You know your feet must be frozen and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and a coat that will keep you warm." So with grateful heart the man went away, but Conrad noticed the time of day, and wondered what made the Lord so late, and how much longer he'd have to wait. When he heard a knock he ran to the door, but it was only a stranger once more, a tired old man with a coat of black, and a bundle of clothes flung over his back. He asked for only a place to rest, but that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But his voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away. Please let me rest a while on this Christmas day." So Conrad brewed him a steaming cup, and told him to sit at the table and sup. But after he left, Conrad was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours of Christmas were slipping away, and the Lord hadn't come as he said he would, and Conrad felt sure he had misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door, and stood disappointed as twice before. It was only a child who had wandered away, and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he should make the little girl feel glad. So he called her aside and wiped her tears. Then he quieted all her childish fears. And then he led her back to her home once more. But as he entered his own darkened door, he knew the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had passed away. So he went to his room, and he knelt down to pray, and said,
"Lord, why did you delay? Why did you not come to visit me? I so much wanted your face to see."
When soft in the silence a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your door, and 3 times I came to your lonely door. I was the beggar with bruised cold feet, and I was the man you gave something to eat. I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, and 3 times I came, and in each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all the gifts, love is the best, and I was honored to be your Christmas guest. Christmas guest featured Matt Wine as Conrad, Daniel Krieber as the beggar, Doug Wine as the old man, and Katie Wine as the lost child.